Hello, dear kids. Assalamu alaikum to all. Hope you all are good at your homes. Today, I am going to teach you about the numbers. The numbers. Dear kids, do you know what a number actually is? Today, I will explain you what the number actually is. Dear kids, the idea of counting which comes to your mind is called a number. Like here, how many blocks are here? You will say, ma'am, there are 3 blocks. On counting these blocks, you will come across the idea that these are 3 in number. This idea of counting is called a number. This idea of counting is called a number. And the representation of that number is called numeral. Like the idea of 3, when we will give the graphic representation of this idea, it becomes like this. This is the graphical representation of the number 3. This is called the numeral. This is called the numeral. Like here, I had drawn 1 candle. You will say, ma'am, this is 1 candle. The idea of the counting 1 is called the number, and the graphical representation of that number is called numeral. Like this is 1. This is the number 1. This is a graphical representation of the number 1. Similarly, removing 1 block, now how many blocks are here? You will say, on counting, you will say, ma'am, 1, 2, these are 2 in number. In your mind, there comes an idea of counting 2. You will say, ma'am, these are 2 in number. The idea of this counting is called the number, and the graphical representation of the number 2 is like this. This becomes the graphical representation of the number 2, and it is called numeral, and is called numeral 2. Similarly, the graphical representation of the other numbers is like this. Like here, how many trophies are here? How many trophies are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. You will say, ma'am, here are 4 trophies. Here are 4 trophies. So, what comes in your mind? In your mind, here comes the idea of the number 4. The idea of the counting is called the number. Now, I will say you represent the number 4. You will represent that number like this. This is the graphical representation of the number 4, and this is called the numeral 4. जो आइडिया हमारे दिमाग में आता है काउंटिंग का, उसको बोलते हैं हम नंबर, और उस नंबर को हम कोई शक्ल देते हैं, उस शक्ल को हम बोलेंगे न्यूमरल. उस शक्ल को हम बोलेंगे न्यूमरल. दिस इज न्यूमरल 1, and the idea of counting 1 is called number. This was all about today's topic. Now, what you have to do at your homes for homework, you have to write down the numbers from 1 to 5 in your 4-lined notebook, and draw the pictures against each number. Like here, I have drawn the candle against number 1. Here is the numeral 2. That means you have to draw 2 objects here. Like I will show, I have drawn 2 balls. Similarly, you will draw here 3 objects, 4 objects, 5 objects. Hope you will complete your homework honestly. Allah Hafiz.